What's up, NASCAR Authentics fans? David Land here, and I've got the hotly anticipated Wave 2 of NASCAR Authentics. It's finally here. It was like 4 months or something that we were waiting, heard nothing. And then I was at the Indy 500, and you guys rock so much. I had my Instagram, my Twitter, I'm pretty sure my Facebook got blown up by people sending me photos of these cars in the stores, and boy oh boy, you know, if the day of the Indy 500 couldn't get any better for me, it was seeing that red and white 42 car in a NASCAR Authentics packaging. I'm so pumped up for this video. If you do, guys, enjoy this video as much as I'm probably going to, be sure to leave a like. I have another goal of 150 likes on this video. That was my goal for the hauler video. It took forever to get to it. So, guys, let's see how fast we can get it to 150 likes this time. So, just the same goal as last time, but leaving a like on the video helps me so much. It lets me know that you like the content, the content is quality, and that you guys are engaging with the videos. So without any further ado, we've got one of the most hotly anticipated waves of NASCAR Authentics ever, and I have an opinion that it might be the best. We'll see. Here's the intro, then we're gonna unbox them. So the first car we're going to take a look at is Jimmie Johnson. He's the next car in the Test Series segment, and amazingly this segment is having a longer life than I predicted it would. 48. The Lowe's Cobalt Tools and Milo's 48 test car. Surprisingly that they've got this much life out of the test car series. This is the third car released in the segment. Let's take a look at it. They got some tough glue on these. They must have improved the glue in the time that we've waited for these to come out. So I'm going to be trying something a little bit different with this review. I started doing this in my Greenlight IndyCar reviews, and be sure to check those out if you haven't already. But I've been giving close-ups of the die-cast, just trying to improve the quality. If you guys like it, be sure to leave a comment and let me know if you like it or not. But I'm going to start these off after I unbox them to show you just a close-up of the die-cast without my hands in them. So here's the box. Pretty much the standard Jimmie Johnson render or spotter's guide thing, as I like to call them. Test series in the black with the Hendrick Motorsports logo, 48, and nothing much else to write home about there. So here is the die cast up close. Gonna take a look at it. As you can see, it's still the flat black Lowe's. Kind of reminds me of the Cobalt one, except for you've got a blue stripe separating the white and the black. Kind of disappointed here. I noticed this when I bought it, but it was the only one. So I've addressed this problem a few times before, but Spin Masters kind of have the bumper, the rear quarter panel decal usually droops, and unfortunately this one got plagued by that problem. No, whoa, So we've got the bumper sticker going into the quarter panel, and then the quarter panel decal kind of hugging the fender there. But the rest of the decals seem to be okay, but a little bit sloppy on the back to start out with. What does this say? Hendrick Motorsports 30th anniversary. So there have been 2 other test cars released, like I've said. Here is the Danica Patrick from the Lost Wave. I was a big fan of this car when it was released. And the National Guard Dale Jr., which was released last year. Of course, these cars are from the same team, so the testing liveries are almost identical. They're just different in terms of sponsor placement and the colors that they use. So that is the Jimmie Johnson 48 test car. And we'll go on to the next car in the wave. Okay, so next up is a car that a lot of people were pumped up about, and I was kind of surprised. But it's the 2014 Race Winner segment, Denny Hamlin, car number 11, FedEx Express Toyota. I was surprised that so many people seemed to be pumped up that they were releasing this car But I guess, you know, we haven't had a Denny since 2013, so, you know, I guess we were due, and I guess the people who missed it, you know, are excited about getting another Denny Hamlin. So let's unbox it and let's take a look at it. Of course, see, he won the Aaron's $4.99 at Talladega in this car. Unfortunately, this is not the new Toyota. Surprisingly, we haven't gotten... I think that's kind of the reason we didn't get a Chase Elliott in this segment either, or the new Toyota, is because of the fact that it would require a new mold. So let's go in for the close-up. So here's the close-up on the Hamlin car, the number 11 FedEx Express car. Let's take a look at the box it comes with. This is the first time we've gotten a box with a Denny Hamlin release. Of course, the last time a Denny was released was when it was still in that old packaging that I used to have such trouble opening. Pretty standard box, nothing too write home about there. Let's take a look at the die-cast close-up. You can see FedEx Express. Everything's pretty much the same, or at least where you remember it. Let's take a look at this car next to the 2013 release, because there's something important that I need to talk about here that some people clued me into and I hadn't even realized was a thing. But if you look here on the front, the grille, they are different. For some reason, at some point, Spin Master changed the Toyota mold, or at least the way they do the decals on Toyotas. As you can see, this one is the 2013 release, this is the 2015 release. And you can see the grills are just a little bit different on each Toyota Camry. Another thing I noticed was, once again, Spin Master's droopy quarter panels. It's kind of hard to see, but you see this is the first release, the 2013, kind of a straight purple line there, and we're drooping a little bit on the 2015 release. So that is one complaint I definitely need to make. I hope Spin Master can fix that, because it is getting a little bit of a problem. On this side, let's see if this side seems to be a little bit better, but it's still drooping a little bit. Now, I'm not sure if that's, you know, it kind of looks like it's going the correct direction, but I'm not sure how that is on the real car. I mean, that's a nitpick. I'm sure some of you will think that's a nitpick anyway, but it's something that needs to be addressed, because unlike the Jimmie Johnson, it's kind of much more obvious. So just address it, Spin Master, if you're watching. Just address that little problem. Let's move on to the next car in the wave. So for the first time in 2015, Spin Master has given us the champ, Kevin Harvick, the car number 4 for Stewart-Haas Racing. This time he's in the Great Racers segment. It's the Jimmie John's Freaky Fast Chevrolet for Stewart-Haas Racing. Here's the back of the package. This car actually snuck up on people. The people who first kind of found this wave didn't even pick this car up because they kind of figured it was an old car. But I can assure you, this is a new car, and it is different from the fast food segment version. I can't wait to show you the differences there. But yeah, people were wondering why they released this, and it's very simple. Like I said, he's the champion. And for, like, again, this is a toy line, first and foremost. You know, collectors love these. You know, I definitely love them. But you got to remember that Spin Master has to keep the people that, the drivers that everyone knows on the shelves, at least with some regularity. That's why we see so many juniors. That's why we see so many Jimmie Johnsons. And now that Kevin Harvick is the champ, we're going to see a lot of Kevin Harvick, I think. Of course, they are kind of limited in what they can do because they can't do Budweiser schemes. But I'm sure they'll find a way. So let's unbox this freaky fast car and take a look at it. And in for the close-up. So here is the 2015 release of the Jimmie John's Chevrolet. Let's take a look at the box real quick. I don't think it's very much different from the fast food segment box. But, of course, it has the orange versus the teal. So let's take a close look at this die-cast. You can see pretty much the same as you are used to with the Jimmie John's car, with a couple exceptions. And let's take a look at that, because I've got the 2014 release of this car right here. So right off the bat, Spin Master has added the rear roof decal, which was not featured on the fast food segment release. Blech, easy for me to say. The Freaky Fast is a little bit smaller on the 15 release versus the 14 release. Then on the side, you can see that the Haas logo is now red versus white, and the Jimmie John's rear quarter panel decal appears to be a little bit bigger. Not too big though. So back to the 15 release, has a little bit more white kind of going onto the hood here, just a slight bit more than the 14 release. But all in all, pretty much the same. I mean, unless you're a big Harvick fan or you just never pick this car up, probably not worth upgrading, but it is slightly more accurate. So if you are a big Harvick fan, or you don't have this car yet, it's probably worth it to pick it up just for the reason of having the Champ in the NASCAR Authentics line. So that's Kevin Harvick's car. Let's take a look at the next car in the wave. So in my recent hauler review, I said, the quote, "If they released a Shell Pennzoil Joey Logano in every single wave, I would buy it." Spin Master seems to be intent on making me eat those words, as we've got one of the most obscure and yet awesome releases, I think, almost ever in NASCAR diecast. This is the Chase for the Sprint Cup segment, Eliminator 8, Joey Logano, Shell Pennzoil 22 for Team Penske. This, I believe, is the first Eliminator 8, and that's oddly specific. I believe that's when Logano got taken out of the championship contention. Oddly specific, but I kind of like it. I kind of like how specific it is. It's like, nope, this isn't a chase car. This is an Eliminator 8 car. I don't know how you differentiate an Eliminator 8 car from just a regular chase car, but I think this is a first release. If it's technically an Eliminator 8 car, I think Lionel just kind of said, well, it's a chase car. It's got the yellow windshield, but this is actually the Eliminator, and that would have been which two races, guys? I can't remember. I think maybe it would have been Talladega, but I'm gonna look like a fool for not knowing that. Sorry. Let's unbox it. I'm a big fan of this paint scheme. It's absolutely probably my favorite paint scheme, save for one. Ironically, both of them are in this wave. My favorite paint schemes in NASCAR. So let's get a close-up on this car. The best paint scheme in NASCAR. I'm just going to say it. It's the best paint scheme in NASCAR. You can disagree with me all you want, but you know you're wrong. The Shell Pennzoil car cannot be beat for looks. Let's take a look at the box real quick. It's pretty much the same, though there is a little bit of a difference between the old box and the new box, in that you've got the Auto Trader logo there. 22 NASCAR Authentics, 22, and the signature. Chase for the Sprint Cup, that's a great addition. It looks great, especially with the shell yellow. Let's take a look at the diecast. Close up, as you can see, the biggest differences between this and the first release, and we'll get a comparison, of course, is, of course, the yellow windshield banner and the reversed roof. Usually on this car, it's a red number with a yellow roof. Now it's a red roof with a yellow number. Autotrader.com is definitely a new sponsor on this car. It was not available on the first release. 22 Crew. I love that little decal, even though I don't really understand why it's there. Of course, Roger Penske usually has the best paint schemes, the most good-looking ones anyway. So here's the first release, or the second release of the Pennzoil car on the Gen 6 body. This one was released, I think, maybe in Wave 3 last year. That's going off the top of my head. But immediately you can see the difference on the top. the 22 and the windshield stripe. There isn't any difference here on the rest of the top, it appears. Slightly better decals, decal application on the chase car, on the Eliminator 8 car, I should say. And like I said, only Autotrader.com, which I think came on about mid-season for Penske, is different. Of course, Logano is the Daytona 500 champion, so this does not surprise me that he's in the segment. And I kind of said so in the hauler review when we got a Joey Logano hauler. It kind of made sense to me since he was the Daytona 500 champ. Spin Master's kind of got to cover all their bases and make sure that you've got the stars, the current stars in the waves for people to buy. So a fantastic release, an interesting, obscure one, but I love obscurity in diecast lines. I don't like just getting the National Guard Dale Jr. 100 times, or the Nationwide Dale Jr. 100 times. I like Eliminator 8 cars, I like NASCAR Classics, and I like the next two diecasts that are coming up. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So let's take a look at the next car on the wave, and it's kind of super. Oh boy. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's enough of that. Here is the Superman Dale Jr. National Guard Chevrolet SS for Hendrick Motorsports. They actually got it right. They didn't call it Junior Motorsports like they did on the hauler for some reason. This is the DC Superheroes segment. This is going to be a real short segment. This is going to be shorter than test cars. I was talking with people on Instagram about this, and we came to the determination that this is the first and only superhero car released on, or paint scheme on a Gen 6 body, aside from another Superman release from 2013. So until like the Batman vs Superman movie comes out, or maybe like the Suicide Squad, we're not going to see any more superhero cars from NASCAR Authentics. That said, boy, are people excited about this. Boy, is this car hard to find. It's only packed one to a case, and of course you've got the crossover appeal with Clark Kent. Oh, I mean Superman here. And of course Dale Jr. So you've got one of the, if not the most popular superheroes, and one of the, if not the most popular NASCAR driver together, teaming up to make my life difficult trying to track down NASCAR Authentics to review for you guys. But I've got it, it's here, and we're going to unbox it because this is such a valuable collectible, and we're going to ruin all its value here. Of course, the hauler has already been released, and I'll show you this car next to the hauler because that'll be an interesting take a look at thingy, as I English real well. So, we're going to take a close-up look of this car and then take a look at it with its hauler. So, here it is in all its glory. And wow, is it glorious! A great paint scheme, a great release from Spin Master. Man, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be looking for this car. Even if you're not that big into NASCAR Authentics, it's a great release. I mean, if you're just into superheroes in general, I mean, it's a great car to have in your collection. Let's take a look at the box real quick. Superman, National Guard. Again, we're getting another National Guard car. I'm surprised, shocked, because I made the bold prediction, which of course was wrong, that we would not be getting any more National Guard cars as the sponsorship is no longer applicable, but here it is. The National Guard. This is not the Soldier of Steel car. That's the other one that's been on a junior car. Oh, and look what we have here. Boop. We've got Dale Jr.'s hauler, the Superman hauler. So let's take a look at the car with the hauler in the background. Okay, you guys are going to want to look at the detail here, I'm sure. So you've got the Superman here. And as I said in my hauler review, this is the new 52 Superman. I'm not a big comic book buff, but I do know that which Superman this is. So that's nice to see. National Guard there. Then you've got the 88. Superman's logo, Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, National Guard, KBB, and you've got You got Superman, the same art, which is on the other side of that car, which you can't see, or hauler, not car. You can see the top, no real detail there. Kind of goes, fades to black there. And the same artwork right there. Look. Got the same artwork that is on the hauler on this side of the car. So actually, they match. Because if you got the car going this way, the artwork matches. If you got the car going this way, the artwork matches. Kind of neat, kind of good from Spin Master to do that. You got the little roof decal there, roof sponsor, if you want to call it that. National Guard logo looking a little bit off, but I think that's how it is on the car, so whatever. I'm just nitpicking now. This is a fantastic release. I love the color. It's great. It's great. I love it. Oh, we've got something new here. Something I didn't see. Let's see. Superman Hall of Heroes. Alright. I assume this has something to do with the National Guard. But if you guys know, I'm sure you Junior fans do, because you guys crucified me for making fun of Michael Baker. What is the Superman Hall of Heroes? Let me know. I always appreciate you guys letting me know what these things are, because I can't afford to do research. I'm doing this on a shoestring budget. Yeehaw. So, that's the Man of Steel car, or not the Man of Steel car. Well, technically it's the Man of Steel car, but it's not. Whatever, it's Superman. And let's take a look at the final car in the wave, and the one that is, at least for me, the most anticipated Spin Master ever released. I can't wait. You're looking at a car I thought would never, ever get released. I thought we had no chance of getting this car, ever. It took 2 drivers, it took about 4 years, but we finally got a Target Chip Ganassi Chevrolet in the NASCAR Authentics line. And boy, is it glorious. I'm so excited for this car. It's the Future Stars segment, Kyle Larson, 42 Target Chip Ganassi racing with Felix Sabates car. You can see here's the back of the box. Pretty much the same sort of stuff that you always see. This is in every video, and when anybody ever asks me, which NASCAR Authentics do you want the most? Which one do you want them to make the most? I always answer Larson. And before that it was Montoya. But now it's Larson. I'm like, Larson, Larson, Larson. That's the one I want. We finally got it. I thought this would never get made due to the licensing. Alright? Like, the biggest competitor of Walmart is Target. I'm surprised they got away with it, but you will probably be able to buy a Target car in Walmart. Consider that. And this car alone may have been the reason we had the delay that we did. Because the licensing may have delayed it so that they had to get all their T's crossed and their I's dotted so that they could get this car into Walmart, Meijer, and Kmart. Well, not Kmart, but Walmart and Meijer stores and Toys R Us without getting sued for sticking a Target car in Walmart. But it's finally here. I've been waiting a long time for this. I might as well announce my retirement now. No, I'm not. We're getting the car I've anticipated the most. And I'm shaking with excitement. Not really, but let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Close-up time. And here it is. My most anticipated Spin Master in all of its glory. The Kyle Larson Target Coke, Axe, Clorox, whatever, Linksies. Oh man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm so happy that this got released, and I'm so happy that I get to review it for you guys. Let's take a look at the box here. As you can see, the Future Stars segment, Kyle Larson. It's even purple. That's my favorite color. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. Perfect release. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. 12 out of 10. 42 out of 10. Thank you, NASCAR Authentics and Spin Master for getting this released. Let's take a look at it. Now, I should say this right off the bat. The one negative, it's not the italicized font for some reason. So that's technically incorrect. But look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Here we go. I love the targets on the bottom. I love the targets on the bottom here. 42. I wish we would have gotten a Montoya though, but we didn't, so that's fine. I love how the new target scheme on the NASCARs goes from red to white, and hopefully we'll get the night version of this where it goes from white to red. But you know, anything's possible now. We got a Larson in stores. Energizer looks fantastic. We got a Larson in stores, guys. Oh, look. That's new. There's exhaust printing on this. And guys, that's not on any other of the... that I can see. That's not on any other Spin Master release. Wow. It got better, guys. It got better. Yeah, we've got exhaust printing now. That's awesome. So... now, I don't know how new this car is. You gotta wonder how long they've had this paint scheme, but I guess it's the new one because Axe and Coca-Cola are there for 2015, right? So this is a 2015 accurate Larson. Interesting. Cottonelle, cartwheel. Oh, I just love it. And this is interesting. This is really interesting to me, guys. I don't think, and I would have remembered if they had, has any other Chevrolet or any other Spin Master actually had the exhaust detailing? That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. So is this a new detail we're seeing from Spin Master? I hope so. Anything to make the diecast look more accurate, I'm all for. American Ethanol logo always gets wonky on these cars, but I don't know how they could fix that. But they did get the, that decal looks great. So no complaints there. Of course, it does look pretty good next to your green light IndyCar target car. Oh, I hope we get a hauler. Oh, I hope we get a hauler. Oh my, yes. You know, you guys know I like the IndyCar crossover haulers, the one like the Pennzoil one that worked with the Yellow Submarine. It would be awesome if we got a Target hauler, because then I could kind of, you know, fudge the fact that this Target Chevrolet could also go in this Target Chevrolet's hauler. But there you go. That is Wave 2 of 2015 for NASCAR Authentics. Let's take a close look at them, and I'll give some final thoughts. So there you guys go. That's my unboxing and review of Wave 2 2015 of the NASCAR Authentics from Spin Master. I have to say, and it's just pretty much based on these three cars alone, this is probably my favorite wave of NASCAR Authentics ever released. It's just so awesome to get these kind of obscure cars, and really the Target car, I mean, seals the deal for me. I mean, just 100%. I'm so happy that got released. I can't even describe it. So what did you guys think of the wave? What are you looking to pick up? What are you interested in? Are you as excited for the Larson car as I am? Because I don't think there's anybody who's as excited to get that car as I am. But be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do all the NASCAR Authentics, and I'm trying to get to the point where I can do all the haulers too. Hopefully that will happen. And I'm also going to do NASCAR 15. I have absolutely decided that, so I'm going to start Let's Plays on this channel. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments. Remember to like the video if you haven't. I'm trying to get 150 likes, and you guys were able to do that on the hauler video, so thank you so much for that. And thank you for watching. I appreciate the viewership. I appreciate the comments and the subscription. Man, it's so rewarding to do this. You guys have no idea. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.